here in my hands, I have ticket number 12340. This was actually mailed in from a customer who sent us 2 Nintendo Switches as well as 2 Xbox One S consoles. Over the course of 2 videos, I'll try and fix the Nintendo Switches, and there's a good reason for that because I think they've had repair attempts before and have a lot of the components missing. So I don't think it's going to be a quick repair. Hence why I think I'll try and fix them over 2 videos. Both of the Nintendo Switches are inside the chassis, but they have things disconnected. For example, the battery and the speakers. So I don't know what kind of condition they're in. I don't know what the problems were on them. I don't know if they were no power. I have no history on these consoles. You can see that we are missing the M92 T36 IC and the BQ IC on this Nintendo Switch at least. So what I'll be doing is putting those ICs back and then testing to see what the actual situation of these devices are. Also, a massive shout out to Chris for sending over a sticker, which is amazing. And also, the thing that I'm most excited about is Mr. Beast Feastables Almond Chocolate. I've wanted to try this, but I don't think it's available in the UK. So, do you know what? Let's have a quick bite now. Chris asked me to share this amongst co-workers, but it depends how good it is. Okay. It doesn't have like a cheap chocolatey taste to it, in my opinion. Very, very nice. It's very dangerous actually because I could just eat and eat and eat this chocolate because it doesn't have an overwhelming chocolatey taste. Chris, thank you for sending it over. It may or may not get to my colleagues. What do we seem to be missing on this Switch? So we seem to be missing the inductor that goes across here as well as BQ. Oh wow, okay, so this has been completely melted, so that will need replacing because that's not going to work correctly. Don't seem to be missing any other components from around this area other than that. All up here looks okay. We seem to be missing quite a lot on M92 T36. Wow, that is a lot. It seems like we're missing a bunch of stuff here. I don't know if that's maybe, is that a component there that's hanging on? Yeah, so that's attached to the capacitor underneath. Missing caps here. Something here, I think one component here. I don't know if this little resistor is meant to go here and connected somewhere. I have no idea. I'm going to have to use another board for reference to see exactly what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and hazard a guess that obviously a previous repair attempt has been made, but it hasn't gone to plan. Turn it over as well, and we seem to be missing a lot from the back. Pi 3 USB isn't there. I'm just going to check and make sure that we have all the components here. Yeah, we do. So we've got that. Have we got Max IC here? Yes, we do. So that's been untouched. Have we got the Max IC? Have we got the Max IC down here as well? Yes, we do. So that's also untouched. This is ground here. We can test that with the meter in continuity mode. And if I just, yeah, it's definitely ground. Has it cut this trace? I don't think it has. If I go from here to here, do we still get continuity? We do, which is good. It looks like when somebody's pulled out the speaker, maybe what they've done, it's scratched the conformal coating here. Before I even go ahead and start putting components back, I just want to check some basic things to make sure that we're okay. And that starts with the charging port itself. Make sure that's all right. Because my guess is that they took off these components because there was a short of some kind. I'm going to go ahead and check the fuse. Make sure that we have continuity on this fuse, the indestructible one. Yep, okay, that's good. We have continuity, that's fine. How are we looking around BQ? Do we have any shorts around the BQ area? Doesn't seem like it. Seems okay. Again, a little bit fluxy, but no shorts around here. Now, dreaded M92 T36. Do we have any shorts around here? What about on CPU cap? Supposedly, no. No short on CPU cap. That's good. No shorts on there. So we have a short here, and it's going through onto M92. I believe this side should be ground, this side shouldn't be ground. And I thought that was linked to P13 on the other side. So let me just check. Here we have the other side. Do we have a short on P13? Yeah, okay, so we have a short on P13, which is this pad and this pad, or Pi 3, whatever you want to call it. One thing's for sure, I don't know if any of these things that are going on with the board are potentially causing our issue. So I think what I'm going to do is remove everything around here because all of these are potential hazards as to why we're now getting the short on this cap. So I'm going to take everything off and see if that makes a difference. Things are crossing over on pads and doing all sorts of bits and bobs currently. This is going to be some sort of voltage regulation. What's going on there? Okay, I think that's cleared up pretty much everything in this area. And just to make sure we're all good and still don't have any pads causing any shorts, you can apply a tiny bit of flux, grab our soldering iron with a little bit of leaded solder on the end of it, and just go over everything to clean it up. Okay, good. All right, looks a little bit better. I don't know if that's potentially causing an issue here, but that looks okay now. Maybe just quickly straighten up this little transistor here. And these caps, now that we have some flux on the board, it should help. Should just see them dance into place. There we go. It's better. Okay. Just a quick clean to help the situation. Do we still have our short is the question. Okay, meters in continuity mode. Yeah, we still have our short here. Do we have any weird components that shouldn't be where they are now on the back of the board? Doesn't look like it. Again, just giving it all a quick check. Whilst I'm here, what readings do I get on the capacitors on the back of the CPU? See, that's not too bad. 110 ohms on one side, short to ground on the other. It's almost, I think that's what it should be. That's 24 ohms, so it could just be low impedance. That's 430 ohms, 115, 115. So I don't actually think the CPU is a culprit with this board. It's just going to be a little bit of a maze trying to find out exactly what it is. It could be CPU. Oh, I think I might have just knocked this cap out of where it should be. So let's put that back. So that's definitely not going to be helping our situation. There we go. I'm also going to take this one off and see if the pad below is shorted. If they went through all of this and it was just this cap. Okay, do we still have our short? Yep, we still have our short on this pad here. It's a 1 ohm short as well, so it's definitely a short to ground. I'm going to inject some voltage and see if anything lights up. I've injected voltage, but nothing seems to be getting hot on the board. When I inject 0.5 volts, I seem to be getting around 2 amps a draw. That's what I started with, and I was slowly increasing it all the way up until 1 volt, and I was drawing about 4.5 amps, and still nothing was getting hot on the board at all. So what I'm going to do is take off the charging port because that's been replaced. Could it be causing a short underneath? Perhaps, who knows? And I guess just start chucking components off the board even further to see if we can alleviate that short. I'm just going to go from the top on this because, and it's probably going to melt the plastic, but if I need to put another port on, I will just go ahead and do that. If we actually manage to fix this. But if I'm being 100% honest with you, it's not looking massively hopeful. Now this could have been an issue. Look how many, I don't know if they're, again, if it's any bridges or anything, but that definitely doesn't look healthy. So I'm just going to apply some flux, come in with the soldering iron and some solder and just sort that out. Just make sure we have no bridges of any kind. IPA and a clean. And now we can clearly see, oh no, there is, I mean, that's ground on the end, I'm pretty sure on the left. I will quickly get rid of that. It's going to be fine. Okay. Let's see if the short's gone now. Meter in continuity mode. And has our short gone? No, we still have our short. There's still a beep there. Yeah, and it shouldn't be. Confirm it's still here as well. Yeah, it is. I'll just complete a quick final inspection to see if there's any caps or anything that seem to be bridging where they shouldn't be bridging or anything along those lines. And then I'll just start removing some random ICs. And see if that alleviates our short. And has that alleviated our short? We've got rid of a few ICs. We still have our short. I think it's an internal board short, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I could be wrong. However, I think it's safe to say that this board is gone. We have to let it go. Time is money and whatnot. Beaky removed. All of this stuff has been removed on the board, and we still have that short where Pi 3 is. And you can see what I've taken off the board. So I think we'll call it there with this one. We'll make a second video on the other Nintendo Switch that we've received from the same customer to see if we can at least then revive that board. I'll also leave a link down below in like a pinned comment or the description to that other video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.